Hey guys, this is Satish here, and in the today's final paper 16, we're going to talk about the direct tax laws and the international taxation. And as already mentioned to you guys, few people will feel very difficult in the taxation. It might be direct taxation, indirect taxation, or in for that matter, international taxation. But if a person is planned very well, at least from an examination point of view, you can try to get at least 50 marks to get a good, an aggregate marks to pass that particular group. Yeah, so difficulty level will not be given importance for you guys, so it is just designed, the subjects are designed in such a way that you should be studying those subjects and giving importance from an examination point of view. Yeah, having said that, we go to the analysis of our paper 16 again for the syllabus 2016 for the direct tax laws. Try to scroll this down for you guys. Yeah, so we have the direct tax laws and the international taxation. So this subject doesn't talk about the indirect taxation, which is that it might be a GST or a custom laws or any other act with regards to the indirect taxation. So there's just direct taxation and the international taxation. Okay, so in the intermediate videos also I already mentioned to you guys, so do not study just for the sake of intermediate level. You also will be undergoing to study the direct taxation and indirect taxation in the final level also. So in case if you remember those things, if in case you studied your exam, the paper based on those videos analysis which I did previously, and studying the next level of direct taxation in the final level is not a difficult first task for you. Yeah, so 50% for the advanced direct taxation. So international taxation carries 30% and 20% carries the tax practice and the procedures. Very important, not today at least. Not only today, in the future also this will be helpful for you guys in case if you're planning for it. Planning to become a tax consultant in the, or the tax expert or a tax management consultant in the future. Yeah, so written examination for 3 hours, which you already know. The objective is to gain the knowledge about the direct tax and international tax laws, enforce for the relevant rules and principles emerging from leading cases, to provide an insight into practical aspects and apply the provisions to the various situations. The provisions of the laws, to the various situations. Yeah, so learning aim is to tax planning and the management under direct tax. So explain case laws governing core provisions of the act, which is the direct tax act. So we also need to know the tax assessment of various assessors. It might be an individual, HUF, corporate, partnership, or who it is, and the returns filing procedures for those assessors. Yeah, so powers of various assessing authorities, so international taxation and the other relevant issues in the taxation. Great, so we come to the next part. So requiring level C of skills for you guys. So 50% carries for the advanced direct tax. So all are important guys, so there is no escape from this one, but I would like to give importance to you guys. Do not ignore these three topic. The reason is these are very new topic, and a lot of weightage given to this one. If you know the basic level of might be money, black money act. If you know that Modi government has put a lot of rules and regulations to eliminate the black money in the Indian situation, and try to do a lot of the stuff so that black money can be completely eliminated. So we also have the new concept, which is income computation and the disclosure standard. Again, if you know few of the standard, I think it has around 7 to 8 or around 10, something like that. Standards are there that also you should be knowing, and do not ignore these things. At least I can tell you guys, 5 to 10 marks can be easily earned in this one. It will be in your pocket if you know the basic, very basic things I'm giving to you guys. Yeah, so having said that, so assessment of income and computation of taxability also is very important. Tax management return, you should know what are the returns are there. It might be an ITR 1, 2, Sharal, whatever it is, all those things should be completely understood. Assessment procedures, of each of the assessees might be an individual, partnership, HUF, foreign corporate, all those things. So grievance redressal, penalties and all this. See, penalties and all you can try to make a note in a sheet so that it becomes easier for you to glance at least once in a day. Yeah. So business restructuring, different aspect of tax planning, how tax planning can be made in such a way that the assessee is benefited, and CBDT and other authorities who are forming part of their tax laws. Yeah. So international taxation carries 30 marks, huge 30 marks. So double taxation and avoidance agreements, transfer pricing. Transfer pricing might be little difficult, but give a lot of importance to this one and know at least the basic of these things so that at least it becomes to get at least it will be easier for you to get at least let's say 15 marks, taking 50% or 30%. Yeah. So 15 marks, and this in case if you give importance, so I'm just taking 10%, I'm 10 marks here. So if you give here 50, we have 10, we have got here I think around the 30 to 30 percentage, I mean like 30 to 35 marks can be easily scored in this one, because questions keep repeating, only the new tax rates will be studied so that it becomes easier for you to know this section A. Yeah. Okay, so we have the case study. People will feel difficult. That is the reason I just asked you to prepare very well in this one, because case laws sometimes it will be very difficult for you to remember the sections and analyze which law is applicable, which particular section or subsection or a clause is applicable, which are the recent case laws which has happened in the questions what are given in the examination. So all those things will become very difficult. So I'm not asking you to prepare at least I mean like 100% in this 20%. At least I'm asking you to prepare at least 5%, not very a safe number I'm giving to you guys. So 35 here, 15 here, and 5 here. So 20 and 55 easily can be scored by anyone in case if they follow the right approach, the one what you're talking here. Yeah. So if I go, I will be not going deep dive into these things, right, because these are already discussed in our previous intermediate level things, where you need to know the assessment, tax management, the grievance redressal, all those things which is already available in the intermediate level. So let me not discuss too much in this regard. So at a glance I'll be trying to tell you. So grievance redressal, penalties and prosecutions, business restructuring, so all those things, demergers, all those things should be clearly read. So different aspect of tax planning, CBDT, all those things can be studied by a person who is going to become a professional tomorrow, that is you guys. Yeah. Okay, so having said this, we'll go to the key points of my based on my experiences. So key points, I'll show you know the basic tax structure. You should be knowing what is direct taxation, how it works, who is beneficial, who is not beneficial, what are some important sections. So let's say all the uh, deductions under 80 are very important. You should be knowing what is 80C, 80CC, 80U, 80D. All those things should be knowing by a person who is going to write the examination tomorrow. Yeah. So know the basic structure, very important. So approach like a professional. So you're going to become a tax expert tomorrow, so that you should be prepare and approach the question or an answer in such a way that you are already in professional. Yeah. So you should prepare like that. So remember a few of the sections already mentioned to you guys. Remember the deduction sections like 10, or deduction sections like 80, or some of the ICTS standards can be remembered, so that it becomes easier for you to at least quote those sections and subsections wherever it's applicable. Yeah. So one reference is very important. Do not try to have multiple reference books trying to pick some questions from the other author and the remaining different questions from another author. Do not do like that. One reference book is very sufficient for you along with the study material. Yeah. So latest amendment issued by the institute also is very important. So if in case if wherever it's possible, try to have a chart wise structure so that it becomes easier for you, especially during the revision. Yeah. So CMS workbook or the CMS, I mean CS Chartered Accountancy's practice manual, you can try to refer those things. So both are very good from an examination point of view. Yeah. So this is very important, guys. So try to have sheet wherein you can try to list all the tax rates, penalties, interest in a sheet, so that it becomes easier for you during your revisionary time. Yeah. So RTP, MTP, PTP question papers, you need to ensure that you need to see the trend only. Do not refer the complete question paper, because the laws keep changing from day on. I mean, like every day. So you cannot try to have for past 5 years question papers and prepare based on those things. So try to have a trend analysis only for trend purpose. You see what kind of questions keep repeating every term. That is the intention of me giving this point. Yeah, very very important point. Yeah. So any real-time tax amendments which is preferred. So let's say you're going to write the examination next month. So this month there's a new tax. Okay, so once you complete all the answers in your question paper, try to have one set of heading stating a new updates with regards to direct taxation as on this particular date, and mention that there are a lot of changes going to be made by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs with regards to the direct taxation. That also you can mention, so that these kind of tiny things impresses the examiner. Yeah, so 2 to 3 mock is very very appreciated, guys, and study every day. Do not eliminate confusion. I mean, like to eliminate the confusion. So if you study today and try to study the same topic next week, you might forget. So try to have a continuation of study planner, so that you do not miss any of the stuffs with regards to the direct taxation. Yeah, so 50 to 60 days planner is very very sufficient for you guys to complete this subject. Great. I think we have come to the end of this video, which is paper 16, direct tax laws in international taxation. So in case if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button and share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel, and ensure that this kind of video reaches to the masses. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to meet the next video and talk about and try to analyze paper 17 of final CMA, and the subject is the corporate financial reporting. Again, one of the interesting subject for me also. We'll meet with that video. Until then, check here. Satish signing off. See you, check it, and bye.